Golfers, we're all guilty of this. We get to the tee box or the range and we start hitting balls without any kind of warm up. Or maybe a couple of half-ass stretches, something like that. Maybe you grab a couple of clubs and you swing them around. But we know we play better if our whole body was primed up and ready to go. So I'm gonna show you 6 exercises that you can do on the range or even the first tee box. And trust me, no one's gonna look at you and laugh. They only look at you when you're someone like me and you got a tripod and a camera and you're talking through a microphone. But we're here in my backyard, which is where I practice, and I'm gonna show you what I do to warm up. So here we go. You can use the club for this first one or not, so I'm gonna set it down. First thing we're gonna do is just get our hips and our ankles moving. So we're gonna step forward, and as I step forward, I'm gonna keep my back foot on the ground, push my hips, reach up, arch, driving the hips forward, and then I'm going to come back. Switch feet and repeat. So I'm gonna show you all 6 exercises, and then I'm gonna show you how you can link them together. So this is exercise 1. Exercise 2, we're gonna go backwards and we're gonna sweep our arms down, again, trying to really move our hips. So as I step back, moving the hips, sweep, come back together, switch legs, and repeat. I'm really trying to get my hips moving here. So back, move the hip, see the ankle moving, forward. Make sure to breathe, because we are trying to stretch. So those are the first 2. Next, we got to get the body moving laterally, some side bend going. So it'll be a modified lateral lunge. So we're going to step. Doesn't need to be the deepest lateral lunge you've ever done. Arms up over the head. Again, I'm going to push the hip out, and I'm going to reach my arms over. And you would do this on both sides. Everything today, make sure you do both sides. Notice I'm exhaling as I really reach, push the hip out, big stretch through my obliques and my side body. Now, we're gonna cross our feet. So I'm gonna go right over left, pop the hip, side bend, other leg, hip, and side bend. So big stretch here on the sides. Get the hips moving and breathe. Next up, we're gonna work on some hip rotation. So I'm gonna step and cross, and I'm also going to reach my arms across. So this is getting good rotation through this hip. This is internal rotation. Now we're gonna step and we're gonna get external rotation. So as I open up, I'm going to let that arch of my foot collapse. It's gonna be some more ankle mobility. Then I'm really feeling this in the hips. I'm getting a big turn. Switch sides, same thing. You can try to keep your head forward. It'll be more neck rotation as well, something I really struggle with. Now, let's link all these together, and I'm gonna use the golf club here in a second. So, we'll go back to that first one I'm showing you from the side. Maybe I'll go a little diagonal here. So as I step, reach forward, keep that foot on the ground, hips go forward. Then I step back with that same foot, link it together, those first 2 moves. So about 6 of these per side. Really trying to get the ankle to move and the hips. Little back bend. So do 6 and then switch to the other side. 6 more. Then the lateral movements. So go over to one side, and then we're gonna link it together. This takes a little bit of balance. Cross over and hit the other side. Big side bend, still getting the hips involved. Ankles are moving. Hitting both sides. Lateral lunge. This is where I could have grabbed the club. So, club over the head. I like the club because you can kind of pull it and get yourself some more movement there. And then I really like it for this one. So this is where I grab both ends of the club, one hand on the head, one hand on the end of the grip. And now I hit my rotation. So I step back. I'm gonna try to keep looking at the camera. I allow that ankle to collapse, open up my hips, turn, cross, try to keep looking forward. Notice that this club is I'm allowing to push through the handle here, or the head, excuse me, and that turns my torso and my thoracic spine even more while still hitting the hips. My wife calls this Tai Chi. I actually learned this, I should have given credit at the beginning, from my physical therapist at Advanced Orthopedic of Oklahoma, Tony and Andrea. So see how I'm really getting a good stretch here? Big turn. I really struggle keeping my head forward, especially if I don't remember. So about 6 of those on each side, be real quick, and I guarantee that first shot will be better than if you didn't warm up. So thank you guys for following. Yes, I do wear these clothes even while I'm working, so it was easy to step out and wear these. They're from State and Liberty. Best golf gear. I got a link down in the description. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps.